Aries, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future, and 9-card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck and clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. Anyway, these cards have already been pre-shuffled, so let's get started with the reading. Okay. The general card for today is the Tower. Okay. So let's get started with the first row, which is the past. You start off with the 5 of Cups reversed. 9 of Wands reversed. Oof. And the 8 of Swords. Okay, so what I see for you, Aries, in the past is that, well, you sort of, don't really have any kind of disappointment or disparity of some kind, but yet somehow you've given up on something and you feel stuck about it. It could be, that you've taken up on a new endeavor, a new job, for example, and you pretty much just think, okay, this job is better than nothing. But yet somehow you feel like you just want to give up and you feel stuck about it. It can happen, when you jump into something a bit too quickly, if you actually make swift decisions about something that you think, it's like let's say, well, yeah, that you're 18 years old or something, and your parents just told you, Aries, you need to get a job right now, otherwise we're not going to support you, and you just jump into the first convenient position possible or something, and you probably just think, okay, this, I don't feel any kind of disparity or disappointment because I will get a salary, but yet somehow you feel like you want to give up and you feel stuck. Or even, regarding romance or relationships, is, let's say that, you find someone that you're incredibly attracted to, and, you pretty much just think, okay, I found this person and I'm glad I'm not going to be alone for the rest of my life, but yet the relationship is actually quite miserable. Interesting, but at least this is in the past and we're still going to be looking at the current times in the future and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of what I see, is if you make too swift decisions or you jump into something too fast, it's just going to backfire, and literally, you're a fire sign, so yeah. And that's why we're also going to look at the current times. So the transition from feeling stuck and stuff like that, you do get the Chariot in current phase. So obviously, you don't want to feel stuck. You want to get going. You are determined to want to change your path and stuff like that. But yet somehow you continue on with the 2 of Swords. You probably have no idea where to continue on to, because if you think, okay, I want to leave this current position or this current relationship that's not working for me. The thing is I do see you are determined, but yet you're kind of acting drastically. And again, it's like, you are a fiery, passionate, driven sign. And the thing is, if you make, swift decisions of not actually thinking clearly on where to actually go. I mean, okay, this Knight of Swords is determined to leave and stuff like that. And the Chariot is also determination of wanting to change and leave and stuff like that. But yet somehow you do have this bit of uncertainty within you of thinking, now where do I go? Okay, I want to leave this position and I want to get to the other side of the bridge, but how do I get there? And yeah, it would actually be good to kind of, if you're kind of in a situation where you're kind of feeling uncertain about, well, which way to go, I would kind of, take a break and just say, okay, for me to get over to the other side, I could easily, we'll go down, this kind of, road of some kind, to get there, but how would I go about it? And if you're in a job situation, maybe ask friends, colleagues, an advisor of some kind, whoever it may be, and maybe this person could probably advise you, hopefully, better. But yeah, because, the thing is, okay, I see, that you're just kind of a bit stuck, and you feel like you want to actually, make a big change and stuff like that. But I would actually first, you kind of, create an outline and a blueprint on how you want to kind of, see the rest of your, the future of your life and stuff like that. But then let's look at the future and stuff like that. This is interesting. because you start off with the Five of Pentacles reversed, which is actually recovery from, well, some kind of, poverty mentality. So the thing is somehow I see that you are determined on wanting to actually leave the current situation or even the past, because, in the end, you might even get a better job. So actually, it's like, maybe it's good to kind of, will be a bit on the drastic side, but don't kind of, will go too, fast in a sense where, you get a, where you end up, just, failing or something. But I do, see that you're actually, recovering, from this, disappointment and this problem of feeling stuck and feeling like you want to give up. And then you get the Queen of Wands afterwards, which is confidence and yeah, you're on top of your game. Though this is a Leo card, but you are fire sign, so this could even be one of your cards. But it could also mean that you are very incredibly confident, but yet somehow you feel, like you're unstable, with, regarding, your finances. Because what I see here at the start of your future is that, you're kind of rebuilding yourself again, and you do have confidence, that it'll be okay, but yet it's not going to be quite, up to the high standards that you probably hope to reach. But that's why we're still going to clarify and stuff like that. And the thing is with anything, where you have to start all over again, everything starts off small, where you only get like maybe, a certain salary or something, but you can still build up to it in the future. So actually, so far it looks pretty decent, but that's why we're going to clarify with these pre-shuffled vampire cards. So let's look at, for the clarification of the Five of Cups reverse, meaning, you're kind of overcoming some kind of disappointment, you get Lovers, you get options, and that's kind of what I see here. Is, maybe you are, let's say, a high school or college graduate of some kind, or you're still kind of in the transition of wanting to resign from your old job and start a new one, is, you have options. And that's kind of what the Lovers is, you kind of, sort of have an idea of what you want to do and stuff like that. But yeah, I just see that, this is actually a very good start from your past. So at least that's what, clarifies, that you're getting over disparity and disappointment and stuff like that. So that's really good. For the Nine of Wands, you feel like, you just want to give up and say no more, I just can't handle it. You get the Three of Grails. And, this could be, your family, friends, whoever, that are pretty much saying, come on, Aries, don't give up. You have options out there. You don't have to be stuck, dealing with, this odd job that you really don't feel like, working on and stuff like that. But that's the thing is, you still have people around you to kind of help you, cheer you up, to bring you up to, to bring you back on your feet, to say, come on, you just have to keep going just a little bit further. Because, you might think, okay, why do I even bother? Well, because other people are pretty much there to support you. So at least, so far the past, the first row looks good. For the Eight of Swords, you feel like you want to give up because, or, you feel stuck because you have the Devil. Now, the Devil doesn't per se mean that it's a bad person out there. It could be. It could also be, bad decisions. It could even be, some kind of, like habit of yours, of, whatever it may be. And maybe that's why you feel, stuck, or it could even, mean, lack of motivation and stuff like that, because you first, the card before this is, saying, I'm giving up. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I may have options, but yet, well, for some reason, they do not, call out to me, because, the Devil is pretty much just saying, oh, Aries, go back to your old ways of not doing anything and not achieving anything and just, lying in bed, not doing anything, and that's why you feel stuck. But that's why, I do see that there's still that fiery, passionate drive of the Chariot and the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands, coming up for you. So obviously, hopefully you will have already defeated that Devil in the past. So let's look at the Chariot, the clarification. You get the World, exactly. You want to head out towards the world. You don't want to be stuck, in a situation where, that's just leaving you confined. You may not be a Leo, but the thing is you are still an Aries. You're still the Emperor. You're still the confident, first of all zodiacs. And so, you do not want to be confined somehow. So that's what I see you, doing, is you want to actually work towards something. And that's what I see, determination, because the world is out there for you. Wow. Amazing. Cards are right here. And so for some reason, you still feel like you're kind of at an impasse of thinking, well, which way do I go? Well, for the Two of Swords, you get the Queen of Wands, because somehow you do feel confident about knowing which direction you're going to be taking, because otherwise you're not going to be getting back on that horse somehow, Aries. So that's what I see here, is, this is actually the second Queen of Wands. My goodness, and I'm not surprised, you are a fiery, passionate, driven individual, Aries, and that's what I see here, is, well, you do have confidence on knowing, which, side to take here. Because that's why, you get the Five of Pentacles reversed. You're just going to be taking, you're just going to be, taking the reins back into your own hands and saying, okay, I'm not going to let, the devil hold me back. And plus, the devil's just in the past anyway, so don't worry about the devil anymore. Because for the Knight of Swords, you get the Five of Swords, which is amazing because you are defeating the devil. You have defeated whatever problem you had faced in the past, and you are determined to leave. It's right here. You start off feeling, okay, I feel like, there's no progress and it all just looks all doom and gloom and stuff like that for me, but somehow you are still determined to want to overcome whatever this Five of Swords and devil situation was in your life. I'm not surprised. For the Five of Pentacles reverse, meaning you're recovering from poverty, oh my goodness, you get the second Chariot. No wonder. You are determined, you are fiery, you're driven. You may not meet maybe you are a hunter or huntress in your own way, but I see that you are somehow incredibly determined to want to actually, get your funds back on order. You don't want to be dependent on anybody. That's not in your nature, Aries. You're an independent, fiery, passionate emperor, empress type out there. And that's what I see here, is you're pretty much just claiming yourself again, and you're pretty much just claiming the throne, though, and neither of these cards so far are the Emperor. But yeah, somehow, and this is still, one of your strongest traits of determination. Amazing. For the Queen of Wands, you get the Six of Knives. You're confident and you're leaving because, the thing is, what I see here is, you're getting rid of, the whole poverty mentality, and you are confident enough to want to say, okay, we're going to go this direction now. You have finally made a choice, and now you are, you're heading in that direction because you made that confident choice. With the first Queen of Wands and up for the second Queen of Wands, you are finally taking action. Wow. Amazing. Amazing, and I'm not surprised. Not at all. And so despite feeling like, a bit of mild disparity, even with the Four of Pentacles reversed, thinking, oh goodness, that means I have to start all over again. But you get the Six of Grails. The thing is you're probably, looking back at the past of maybe, of the Five of Pentacles reversed, thinking, okay, I've overcome some kind of disparity and disappointment, but somehow, you kind of still feel a bit of nostalgia, and you're pretty much going to be looking back and wondering, well, what could have been different in the past? How could I have actually, felt a bit more energized? Because you start off with the Nine of Wands reverse, meaning it's game over, sort of, and then you get the Eight of Swords, and then you're kind of wondering, how could I have changed the past? Well, you can't change the past. But what you're working towards right now will, more or less, help with your future. And so it's actually kind of pointless to be looking at the past. So it's human. A lot of humans do it. They always kind of have this kind of remorse, kind of, guilt feeling, thinking, oh man, if only I would have done this or that differently. It happened. And the thing is the most important thing when you have to do for yourself in order to recover and to actually regain confidence is to forgive all of the mistakes that you've made, because there's no handbook in life. There's nobody that's going to say, oh yeah, here you go, Aries, it's going to work out, you're going to be living a beautiful, wonderful life, and Taurus and Gemini are going to be living a bad life. No, that's not how life works. So, but that's why we're going to draw a special vampire card, and these have already been pre-shuffled as well. Six of Pentacles. Amazing. You're going to probably be receiving something wonderfully, and well, the thing is, you're probably going to be receiving a wonderful, beautiful salary, maybe a wonderful, beautiful, future, because this could be you, feeling right now, thinking, oh goodness, it's like, it seems like it's all hopeless, the future looks all bleak and stuff like that, but, well, to be honest, this is still you, supporting yourself and thinking, no, Aries, I'm going to be there for you. And we're going to actually, get on that chariot together. We have two chariots, and we're determined with the Knight of Swords, and we have two Queen of Wands and stuff like that. We can do this. And that's what I see, is that you are doing, some good self-care for yourself. Wow. I love this. Okay, I'm going to be continuing on with the Vampire Oracle. So let's see what the Vampire Oracle has for you. Creator. Ooh. Catalyst, maker, mother, father. You could be a mother, father, catalyst, or maker. But what I see is that you are actually creating a better you. I see a better future for you. And, man or woman, brunette, blonde, redhead, it doesn't matter in this situation. But I see that you are actually creating, a better future for yourself. And that's kind of what I see here. Beautiful. Love it. Wow. Love it. So that's what I see here, is that you're actually, developing and creating. I mean, I didn't see the magician here. It's all about, manifestation, but you are somehow determined on wanting to change your life course around. Love it. Okay, Aries, I'm going to be drawing 3 yes or no answers for thee. Please feel free to pause the video if you need to. So for answer number 1, you do get a no answer. For answer number 2, ooh, this is actually the 3rd chariot. You get a yes answer. And for answer number 3, you get no, because you get King of Swords reversed. Well, Aries, I'm going to leave it at that, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe and hop on board the wonderful vampire train toward the future for more vampire information that I could offer to thee in the days, weeks, months, and even years to come. But I want to thank you all so much for supporting me and my channel. You all are amazing. I love you all, and I just see this wonderful, beautiful development, along the way and stuff like that. And tarot has no time frame, so hopefully, this will happen pretty soon. But I just want to say how much I love you all incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love readings. But I just want to say how much I love you guys.